What is going on, everybody? TD Presents here, finally back with another video. I know it's been a while and I do want to apologize, but as you guys know, a couple weeks ago I was sick and I was having a hard time making commentaries because I couldn't talk. Well, that sickness ended up coming back and it was much worse this time. I couldn't talk at all. I completely lost my voice and it got to the point where I couldn't even show up for my job. They told me not to show up anymore and there was no way I was going to be able to make videos for you guys, so I do want to apologize for that, but I am back. My voice probably still isn't 100%, so I do want to apologize for that, but by the time MUT 15 comes around, I will be back to 100%, posting a bunch of those videos, posting my Supersonics My GM series. If you guys are new to this channel, be sure to check out my Seattle Supersonics My GM series. You guys have been showing me a ton of support, and for this series, you guys know the deal. I simulate 2 seasons, try and win an NBA championship, and in the last episode I did Miami Heat. You guys wanted to see the Cleveland Cavaliers, and here we are today. This roster is absolutely stacked. Kyrie Irving, Dion Waiters, LeBron James, Kevin Love, and Anderson Varejao. And then coming off the bench for the 6th man, I did decide to go ahead and sign Ray Allen. And there's a lot of people thinking he's going to do that in real life. We'll just have to wait and see. But this team is obviously stacked with the big 3. You can see we got off to a flying start to the season. We are currently 19-6. And the only team ahead of us is the Chicago Bulls. For some reason, whenever you simulate, the Chicago Bulls are always one of the best teams in the NBA. But you can see we beat them. We're on a 10-game win streak, and we are showing no signs of slowing down at all. So once the trade deadline came around, one thing I wanted to look at was our backup center position. And you guys may have heard this rumor in the last couple of days. Once again, a trade that the Cavs have been looking to do in real life, and that is trade a draft pick for the 7'1" center from the Denver Nuggets, Timofey Mozgov. You guys probably remember late in the season he had a game where he had 23 points and 29 rebounds, but when they showed the box score on air, they showed he had 93 points, and a bunch of people were showing pictures about that. So we did that trade, got a pretty good backup center, and now it's time for the NBA playoffs as we are the #1 seed in the NBA. Taking a look at the bracket, the Miami Heat, probably a series we would all want to see. They are on the other side, but first, let's take care of business. Let's try and sweep the Atlanta Hawks. But you can see in game 1, we end up losing, but we turn things around and end up winning the next 4 games. And we are taking on the young Detroit Pistons in the 2nd round. A team in 2K, which is very good. Brandon Jennings, Josh Smith, Andre Drummond, Greg Monroe, and plenty of role players. But you can take a look at the final 8 teams. The Cavs, Pistons, Wizards, and New York Knicks on our side of the bracket. Let's take care of business. Game number 1 against the Pistons, we win by 15 points. And game number 2, pretty close, but we pull it out and we take a 3-0 series lead. So can we get the sweep against the Detroit Pistons? Game number 4 on the road, we end up losing 96-87, but game number 5, not a problem. We blow them out, and now it's time for the Eastern Conference Finals against the Washington Wizards. And on the other side of the bracket, we got Kevin Durant's Oklahoma City Thunder, and we got the Los Angeles Clippers. So which 2 teams are going to make it to the NBA Finals? Game number 1 against the Wizards, we lose by 4 points at home. Time for game number 2. Will we go down 0-2 or will we get the victory? And we end up coming away with a 129-115 win. And now we are going over to DC to take on the Wizards, and they beat us at home in game number 3. Game number 4, we win by 2, and here could be the deciding game in the series. We blow them out in game number 5, so we have all the momentum going into game number 6, and there is the win. We have made the NBA Finals, and the press is asking us, what do you expect? Well, a team with LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, I expect nothing less than bringing home the NBA championship. So here we go, taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder, who just got out of a 7-game series with the Clippers, and they beat us 110-100. Game number 2, we beat them 106-92. So game number 3 on the road, this is a big one, and we end up losing by 15 points. So we have to win game number 4. We cannot get down 3-1. But we end up coming away with the victory. So game number 5, we need LeBron to step up, and that's exactly what he does. Kyrie Irving leads the way with 24 points, but game number 6, Oklahoma City beats us by 20. So the NBA Finals come down to game number 7, Cleveland Cavaliers versus Oklahoma City Thunder. and we end up beating them by 44 points. That is absolutely crazy. So we go on to win the title in 7 games over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, Kevin Love, the new big three, win a title in their first NBA season. Now, do you guys think this is what we're going to see in the real NBA season? Do you think LeBron James, Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving will win an NBA title in their first season, or do you think they'll win an NBA title at all? So we decided to go ahead and simulate the whole next season, and we are playing the Houston Rockets once again in the NBA championship. We did lose Ray Allen, but we ended up picking up Kyle Korver in a trade. You can see we're down 2-1 in the series, and we end up going down 3-1. So game number 6 is a must win, and we end up losing 100-90, so we aren't able to repeat, but still, we won the title in the first season. We made it to the title in the second season, lost to the Houston Rockets, and I want to hear your guys' predictions for the Cleveland Cavaliers for the upcoming season. Do you think they're going to win a title? Do you think they're going to bust? They're going to go out in the second round? Or do you think this is a team that's going to win many championships over the next few years? Any team with LeBron James definitely going to be a favorite, and when you add Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving, I think that's a pretty good team. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and be sure to check out my Seattle Supersonics, my GM series on my channel. Subscribe if you're new. I'm TD Presents. That's all I got for today. I'm signing out.